Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ryan B or Peaky here with you today. Kind of go over a brief tutorial of my understanding of the magic school and what you need to do to master all of its helpful capabilities. So, to start here, I will go over the very first spell you want to activate in your spell lineup would be the summoning of your skeletons. Summoning of skeletons. For this particular spell, it actually requires 100 ether of for each use. So you're going to be using 200 to summon two skeletons. Keep in mind, you can't summon two skeletons unless you upgrade your head razor to level 2. Now, if you look here, you can see that it uses 40% of your total HP. So, what you're going to want to do is have some good HP rolling. So, I highly advise eating some decent food, maybe even some meat platters that are cooked. So, I will take. All right, well, anyways, we're going to need some fish wraps. Um, ay, 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 ay. Anyways, so we'll go here to show you. Keep in mind, if you activate the summon of your skeleton at your base and then you go through the portal, those skeletons will not follow you through the portal. Now, let's say you activate them before you enter a dungeon. Those skeletons will not follow you into the dungeon. So you want to wait until you are absolutely next to what you need to harvest or kill or farm. Not directly next, but be safe and summon your skeletons. So we'll start with the first one. I took a good chunk of HP. I have 2 pieces of magic food. I'd say the stuffed mushroom mixed with the seeker aspic, and you could use whatever food here your soul desires. It could be HP heavy or stamina heavy. It's all up to you. But keep in mind when you cast your spells, it does not use stamina. So you won't really be as stamina deprived unless you are blocking or running. And even if you're blocking, here's the cool thing. After you summon your 2 skeletons, you can pet them and they love you. And you can also rename them. So this is Poop. This is P. Poopy. All right. And then what we can do after this is we can take our staff. Uh, Keep in mind, it only lasts a minute per upgrade. So at level 1, you only get a minute of shield. At level 2, you will get 2 minutes of shield. Level 3 and 4 do not exist yet, to my knowledge. But so far, I can get 2 minutes of shield time with this staff. Now, that will be the second staff you would well, you'll need to use in the order here. So what I do is I do least used. So I'm using my skeletons the least. They will be in hotkey slot 4. So while I'm running around, I can just hotkey slot 4 and spawn the skeletons. Keep in mind the skeletons do not despawn. Even after you log out, they will stay there. You log back in, you got your skeletons wherever you're at. But keep in mind, if you summon new ones, your old ones will disappear. Now, anyways, you can only have a maximum of 2 that I know of at the moment. But I saw on the crafting table that there's a way to upgrade it to level 3 and 4. I'm still trying to figure that out. I will post that video later, and I like to figure out things on my own. So if you please keep that information to yourself. I'd love that. Anyways, so you got your skeletons. Next step, your shield. So keep in mind, 2 minutes. And this eats up about a big third of your health, almost half. Now, these shields make you invincible to literally everything, except the boss queen's attacks will make your shield go away. All right, so you got 2 minutes of shields on you and your skeletons. Your skeletons are about 10 times stronger than a normal skeleton when it comes to damage and stuff. As you level up your blood magic, the damage and defenses of your skeletons will increase. So keep that in mind. The more you use your magic, the more damage and effective it's going to be. So if you're using it right now and you just started, you're not going to be doing lots of damage. So let's start off with the staffs. So there's 2 staffs you can use for damage in this game. There's the fire staff and the frost staff. So the fire staff, it attacks a bit more slowly and it has a higher cost. That's just because it does more damage and it sets your targets aflame and does burn damage after the fact that you hit them. It not only sets your target aflame, it has an AoE damage effect that AoE damages every enemy within the vicinity of that flame fireball. So I will do a demonstration here on some trees. We've got a few trees here. I will stand upon thy rock, and I will cast thy spells. 1. See if we get 2. But you get the gist of it. It does damage, and things go boom. All right. So that is actually a very, very mana-hungry weapon. So what I like to do is you're getting charged by like a group of 5 goblins. You try and get a majority of them grouped up together, and you like try and AoE damage them all and set them ablaze. And while they are set ablaze, you take your machine gun frost staff here. Literally, this thing shoots bolts like a machine gun. You can't keep in mind you can block with your staffs as well, or staves, whatever you'd like to say. And remember, keep this refreshed. This is why I keep potions on me. In the middle of combat, I can, bam, repop my shield for 2 minutes, pop a health shield, get back to full health, and pull out my frost staff and mow them down. So the frost staff is amazing. Like, what? So basically, this thing, you can kill the queen with just this staff alone if you stand in the entrance. And it takes a long time, but you can do it with just that staff. Another really cool thing is that that was Daft Punk in the background. I love Daft Punk, and yeah, I'm probably not supposed to put that on there, but hey, I not my music. Anyways, here's the queen's head. I killed the queen already. Mounted it. For the queen, this is so cool. It increases your ether regeneration by 100. Queen's power breaks free! So now that you have the queen's buff, you can actually take a look at it in the active effects section of your tab button. You click the little crow on the far left, and then you look in the active effects section to see all of the active effects that you have. Me, I might have a lot more than you just because my cape is crazy. It adds a whole feather fall effect. I have a wisp running around. It'll guide me through the thickest of the mists. I'm rested. So keep in mind your rested XP bonus doesn't exist at all, like World of Warcraft. When you're rested in this game, you get health regeneration, stamina regeneration, and Eitr regeneration will be 100% stronger. They just added that Eitr regeneration, so I'm pretty happy about that. I have an active magical barrier that absorbs damage for 120-second. It damage absorption is based off from your shield stave skill. 235 is what my damage absorption is at right now. I have a major healing meat on. You won't always have that on. That's just for, oh, I needed that because I had to shield randomly in combat. The Queen, faster mining as well as Ether regeneration plus 100%. So this does stack with your rested 100% regeneration as well. So you'll be getting 200% regeneration. I don't know why it says E3 regenerate. Okay, this is just telling you what your Forsaken power will do upon use. It is not an active effect because it's already active, so you're not double activating. Anyways, that's a little bit of where to go to find all your buffs, kind of how to play your magic skill class so you don't die all the time as a magic class and you get so frustrated that you can't even play the game. The real thing that I like to focus on here is the fact that your skeletons can take damage for you. So use them as your shield. Like come over here, stand behind them if the enemy is, vice versa. Wherever the enemy's at, just put the skeletons between you and the enemy, and your skeletons will take aggro from that little enemy, seeker, whatever it is. Oh, keep in mind the fire damage is very strong versus the seekers. Frost damage is for groups of enemies mainly, but it does do lots of small target damage. But its spray is just really hard to control because it's gonna shoot in a basically what a shotgun circle would be, but it's whatever. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video. Um, this whole video exercise was just to help you understand why the game isn't bad. It's just you have to learn how to play it. So, until next time, auf Wiedersehen, my brothers and sisters. And keep in mind, pause the game by pressing escape at any time.